How's it going, guys, and welcome back to my channel, Mr. Nitro Plays. Today I've got a special video for you. I'm actually going to be showing you every single console that I own. Now, a quick note before I start: unfortunately my Master System, my Sega Master System, I no longer have. Well, I do have it, but it's in the attic, therefore I cannot show it. And I'm not actually able to get it down because I have no ladder. I know we need a ladder. We don't have one of those pull cord things that let us go up there easily. But I do, however, have many other consoles, well, probably about 5 in total actually, that I'll show off, and I'll talk about them, why they're really important to me, and why they're so precious, and what they mean to me, and how I used to use them as a child, or how I use them now. To begin with, we have the Sega Genesis. I think this was the Sega 3. I used to have a Sega 2, it was one with the red buttons, but unfortunately that broke down. And I was only a kid, I was only about 11 years old when that happened. And as you can imagine, I was playing Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and my game cuts out. And I'm thinking, what the hell? I was loving this game, I was on the Chemical Plant Zone. And it just unfortunately happened to crash on me, and then I wanted to know what the cause of the problem was. I couldn't find out because I had no people in my family that were very good with technology, and at such a young age I wasn't the best either, but now I am, so I probably would be able to diagnose the cause, but I no longer have the system. But this one's actually got high definition graphics and stereo sound, so the sound panels around the TV instead of staying on one speaker. And like the high definition graphics, they're more crisp, each pixel isn't so blurred, and you get you actually could use a HDMI cable with this if you had an EXT adapter, but it probably wouldn't work because of course the hardware isn't compatible with the HDMI cable. And these are the standard connectors. Bringing back some memories here. Of course, this was very handy, this particular system, because you could alter the volume through the actual console itself. And of course you have the reset button. Everyone knows the reset button on a Sega Master Genesis, or a Mega Drive as I call it. And yeah, that's the first one. Oh, I've just found a game. This game, right, I'm going to be doing a Let's Play of this game very soon. And I hope you all enjoy it, because this is my second favourite game on the Sega. My very first favourite game is Streets of Rage, the very first Streets of Rage. And the second Streets of Rage is also fantastic, but I'd say that's my fifth favourite game. My third favourite game has to be Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I'll talk about those why in a minute. The second console that I'd like to show you is my 3DS. Now, this gaming machine is absolutely beautiful. I love it so much. The only thing I don't like about it is the camera quality on it is absolutely disgraceful. I mean, of course, for a DS you don't expect it to be DSLR quality, but of course you'd expect it to be at least 3 megapixels higher than what it actually is. It's probably like 1 megapixel. You know, I have that on my old Nokia phone that I got in 2000. And now I have this lovely phone, Xperia Z1. But it is fantastic. I mean, the display on it is crisp. The backlit display on it is just so flawless. The 3D I think the 3D idea on it is really cool and how it functions. I love the analog stick you get with it. That is, I favour that over the trackpad, the D-pad. And I think the way it's set out is just, I think the bottom screen could be a bit bigger, but of course you get the extra large versions of this console. And I think overall, you know, you get a fantastic set of games, especially the new, what's it called? Why can I not remember this game? Anyway, yeah, let's just skip that bit. Oh yeah, the new Super Mario Bros. How do I forget that? The second Super Mario Bros. Right, is absolutely beautiful. I love it. I've always loved the first one. I'm not afraid to admit, I used to get scared on both of those ghost levels. The music was creepy for a little person's game. Now, I actually have no 3DS games for this at the moment because I sold 2 of them to afford to buy my PS4. So what I did was I bought an R4 card, which, as probably many of you know, You can get a micro SD card and you can load loads of games onto the SD card, slap it into this, put it into your DS, and there you go, you're away. You can play all the oldie games like the Super Sonic Warriors 2, Dragon Ball Z, Sonic Rush Adventure, Yoshi's Island, Kirby Canvas Curse. You can play all of them, even Super Mario Brothers Lost in Time. And I tell you what, it is just so handy. It's not actually illegal. It's only illegal if you don't have physical copies of the game, which luckily I have about 50 DS games, so I most likely do have all of the physical copies as well. I couldn't really be bothered to look for them, so I just bought this instead. It's so handy just to have it all in one. Moving on, we have, I'm not going to show the console because it's attached to my desk. We have the PlayStation 4. Now, this is just breathtaking. It is phenomenal. The Xbox One, okay, it is very good. I'm not a fanboy. I don't favour one over the other. But the Xbox One didn't do it for me just because it didn't have enough exclusive titles. I love the feature of saying Xbox On because you can turn it on through your voice. I love voice command on it. I think Halo 5 is going to be a big hit. I cannot wait for that game, but possibly I will get another Xbox One when that comes out. Unless it comes out to PC, of course, then I will definitely want my PC. Now, the PlayStation 4, by scientifically and also in technology terms, excuse me, there is actually better hardware that makes this PlayStation far superior to the Xbox One. As an example, the PS4 has a GDDR5 RAM, whereas the Xbox One has DDR3. 8GB of RAM. Wait, no, does it have 8? Yeah, it has 8GB of DDR3 RAM, whereas this has GDDR5, 8GB of RAM. So, you know, it doesn't exactly affect the overall performance. It's not noticeable, but it does allow it to run higher spec games such as Killzone Shadowfall, which in my opinion is a fantastic, beautiful game. The story isn't amazing, the online play is phenomenal, it's better than Battlefield's. Sorry for all you Battlefield fanboys out there. But it's just it's breathtaking. The graphics they're so nice on the eye. And they make you fall in love with the game as soon as you play it, because you just get all these lens flare effects, you get all this ambience. It fits perfectly with the game. You feel like an assassin, you know. It's beautiful. And the layout is very similar to the old PlayStation, to be quite honest. I don't think anything's changed there, but it's so much more responsive. The touchpad on this controller is just so fluid. It works beautifully. And the home button, you know, it's more responsive, and it just feels nicer to grip. It's just nice. That's all I can say about it. And yeah, there's not many current gen titles, but there will be more in the future. Moving on, we have the PlayStation 3. I'm not going to show that either because it's on my desk again. I really like the PlayStation 3 as well. It does have some fantastic games, and especially the fact they actually release current new generation titles and allow you to play it on the PlayStation 3. Just in case people don't actually own a PlayStation 4 console, and of course lower spec, because the PlayStation 3 doesn't actually have the capability of running in 1080p, whereas on the PlayStation 4 it is now a standard 1080p. So you don't get these harsh textures on the floor, whereas before you'd have like 3D bitmap images just plastered all over the ground or on the walls, and now they actually handcraft like every little stone, every brick, well, as much as they can basically. Apart from like, there's literally like 1% of the graphics are bitmaps now. But they've done a fantastic job, and I mean, you know, if they keep going at this rate in the next 10 years, graphics on games are going to be better than real life. I mean, they're going to surpass our colours. I mean, it makes our life look so dull in comparison. Now, the reason I like the PlayStation 3 a little bit more than the PlayStation 4 in terms of games is I am a big Black Ops 2 fan. I'm not afraid to admit it. I absolutely adore Black Ops 2. I don't like Black Ops 1, alright, I don't like it. I'm not following one set of Call of Duty, I just don't like Black Ops 1. Now, I absolutely love Black Ops 2. I just love the online gameplay. I love the campaign. It's so beautifully crafted. And I also really like Modern Warfare 2. Out of all the Call of Duties, that is my favourite. But nothing's going to beat the nostalgic Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1. Now that is just the game that started it all. And I wish that it was the game that finished it all as well, because they carried it on too long. They wrecked the series. I don't like what they did with it, and I don't like where it's going. This Advanced Warfare, I mean, what is that? Excuse my voice there. What is that? I mean, it just looks so cheesy. It just doesn't fit in with the Call of Duty universe. Well, it does now, but it wouldn't have done years ago. And I just think it's going to be unplayable, if you want my honest opinion. I mean, jetpacks. They did jetpacks in Halo Reach, and why did they do that? I don't know. But the good thing is, in Halo 4, they toned the jetpacks down. No one likes jetpacks. They give a huge advantage, and it makes the gameplay too fast-paced. And I like my gameplay to be subtle, balanced, and like Blacklight Retribution, a free-to-play game online. It's brilliant because it's so balanced. I mean, of course, it's a pay-to-win game, but people actually have the chance to pay to get that amazing high-powered gun if they really want it. It doesn't rely on ranking systems, and it's just really good. Anyway, I'm gonna have to say goodbye now, guys, and thank you so much for joining me and watching this video. I really appreciate it. Hit the like button. I can't even speak today, I'm so tired. Become a subscriber if you want to, and comment, leave some feedback on where I can improve. But I'm really happy to see you guys back after my first video, which was released yesterday. I'm going to be doing a Let's Play later on. I'm definitely doing it this time. I have loads of free time. Yesterday I got incredibly caught up with college work that I had to have in. And thank you again, guys. And take care, everybody. See you in the next video.